everyone. Whew, man. It's a weird smell. Late night stream. I'll not try and be on too long. And I do gotta get up early, which I always do. Wait till some people join. Man, I don't know how people sleep in their cars without the windows boarded up. Well, I do. I've done it, but I prefer the privacy. And I see people around here without windows boarded up. So I'm not trying to go too long tonight. So get in here to hear my wild story and a couple other pieces of news. Holy shit. Yeah, it was a wild evening, a wild drive home, if you could call this home. Yes, welcome everybody, click like, good, join. We got a wild story tonight. And also some updates in general. I'm dissociating right now, but it's like 5% of the strength of when I first had my relapse. I still have that feeling in my leg, but it's getting better, and I just hope I'm getting through this. Still not 100%, but getting close. Good. We got some people here. Okay, I'm not going to draw this out too long. I was working all day at Sunspace. Well, first of all, okay, several pieces of news. Today was Life in a Day filming. So Life in a Day is a movie, it's a crowdsourced documentary directed by Kevin McDonald, who directed One Day in September, which I just read got the Academy Award for Best Documentary in 2000. It's about the something I think it was an 11-day like terrorist attack in the Olympics in Israel, right? I think. But anyways, it's his documentary where everybody around the world can submit footage of their life from today, just July 25th. And you can submit it, and for a chance for the footage to be in a feature-length documentary about life across the whole world for today. And he did it 10 years ago, and it's executive produced by Ridley Scott. And some other very, sort of prestigious people within film are working on it too. So I filmed some this morning and submitted it. So I'm glad about that. And if I get in, the movie will come out a year from now. It'll come in out a year either way. But yeah, I'm dissociating, but it's nowhere near as powerful as usual. Oh, you can still upload it. Everybody, look, you can still you can upload it. You have until August 2nd to upload the footage. But the footage has to be shot today. And there's certain rules and guidelines, and I forgot about some of them, so I was really glad. I remembered the stuff like no shooting trademarked images or logos or anything, but I forgot they want you to answer 4 questions. What do you love? What do you fear? What do you want to change? And what's in your pocket? The contents of my pocket were pretty boring, but they wanted to see that from everybody. And I'm glad I had a chance to film some more today. This crappy phone I got, it fills up with footage in like 17 minutes. So I filled it up this morning, and then I went to Sunspace, unloaded the footage, and then shot some more while I was there. And submitted all that. So yeah, exactly. You can upload it until August 2nd. Click like everyone, helps the video out. Now, getting to the announcement. So I was working all day writing. I was really frustrated with my writing. I'm like, oh, this is like pulling teeth, to get my ideas out. Eventually it started flowing more, and then I got writing a bunch of pages and it was going quicker. And then I wanted to write something else as well, just started on a little bit. And I'm like, fuck, man, I don't know what I'm doing with this other thing I'm writing. Anyways, so I left Sunspace, I get on the road to drive to where I'm going, and I see something on the road. I'm like, oh crap, I gotta get out of this lane. I saw a shopping cart on the road, and I thought, oh, some homeless person left a shopping cart in the lane. But as I go by, I see stuff on the ground. there's a man lying on the ground next to the shopping cart. I'm like, oh shit. Like, this guy, if he's not dead already, he could get killed by someone who runs him over. So I pulled up past him, put my hazard lights on, went over, and I tried talking to him. The guy was alive. He was awake. A skinny white guy. He looked real rough. I mean, his shopping cart was full. Lying in the road. He's clearly awake and alert. I could not understand a word he said. He had no teeth. And he was just kind of, couldn't speak really clearly. And I was trying to ask him, like, hey, can you walk? Can you get up? You're in the road. And I said, hang on, I'm going to get my gloves. And I got my gardening gloves. And I didn't really want to grab them or anything. Look, I was torn between, wanting to look away and, wanting to get him off the road and help him a little. I didn't know whether to call the police. I'm like, I hate being involved with the police. I don't know if they'll care. I don't know if they even want to come out for this. So, basically, skinny old white guy, no teeth, kind of, wild-eyed. And there wasn't much traffic by this time. This was like 20 minutes ago, by the way. So the guy, he can't really get up. And I say, can you grab the cart like a wheelchair, and we can get you off the road? And so he grabbed it, and he's just moving on his knees. And I'm pulling the cart slowly with him. It smells real bad. I was pulling him along. He fell over at one point, or he stopped. Then we kept going, and then he fell over. I'm like, oh shit, I hope he didn't bang his head. And he didn't. And then there was a driveway entrance there to a business, but the gate was closed. So anyways, I was pulling the cart up the driveway while he was holding on to it. I was like, come on. I just kept giving him instructions like, okay, we got another about 15 feet so we can get up and your cart's not going to roll back onto the street. The guy stopped to say something. I couldn't understand anything he was saying. He was like touching his rear pocket. Couldn't understand what he was saying. And, it's weird that I noticed other homeless people walking around down the street with carts, too. And I had no idea if he knew him or not, whatever's going on. But eventually I said, okay, come on, another like 15 feet or so. There you go. And he tried saying something. I couldn't understand him. I said, well, all right, there you go. Be well. And drove away. And I'm like, man, that was weird. Not to make it about myself, but, dude, I don't know how that guy survives. I wonder if I've seen him before around there too. But again, I didn't know whether to call the police. If that's even a police matter, because there's homeless people all around, and yeah, this guy probably has been in hospitals and stuff. I don't know if they would have done anything. Oh, my feet itch. I gotta take my socks off. So that was that, and I drove away once I got him on the sidewalk. Now, more news. First of all, a little ways down the road, I saw a bunch of lights in a parking lot, and I'm like, oh, they got flags up, C-stands. It was a film crew, and I'm like, damn, that made me sad that I can't be a part of a film crew right now, or I'm not a part of that film crew. And I just drove along. I'm like, oh man, I miss being on film sets. And I saw another film crew the other day too at the park. And at first I didn't know it was a film crew. I thought, what are these white people doing here? I never see white people around here. And yeah, it was a film crew, and I just, whatever, I ignored them. But I was writing all day, pretty much all day, and in between looking at stuff on the internet, whatever, being distracted. And barely ate. I'm losing weight, by the way, so I don't like saying it in a way this early in the stage, but I've lost 12 pounds from my heaviest that I'm aware of. So last October or November, I weighed myself at a laundromat. I was 207 pounds. Yesterday, I washed my socks. Did I do it yesterday? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, last night, I washed my socks at a laundromat. And they had a scale there, so I put in a quarter, weighed myself 195 pounds. So that's good. That shows me, okay, I'm making progress. It's hard to tell. So yeah, I drove by. So already today, The stuff that happened is I got up, I filmed for Life in a Day, filmed a bunch of stuff I was doing with very limited storage on my camera, went to Sunspace, unloaded that on my hard drive, and then filmed some more to answer the questions, uploaded that. I'm glad they put up a video today reminding people of the rules, of the guidelines to answer these questions. So I filmed that, wrote all day, I was frustrated, but eventually by the end of the day, pages were coming out of me, and then this other new writing project. I don't like to talk about what writing I'm doing because, it's best to let it keep forming in my mind until it's ready to get someone's feedback and testing. And you got to get testing. And, I'm miserable at times with how the draft is going. I'm like, this is shit. It doesn't even make sense. Stuff I think is so important. It's going to fall apart at the, simplest line of questioning. Like, why does this happen? Why does this happen here? But you have to write the first draft, and so I'm getting into the first draft, and then after I finish this draft, I'm going to try and first of all start writing out. I'm already writing outlines for other stuff, but get into writing other stuff, give myself a little space from it, read other screenplays, retype out other screenplays, because there's certain things like my scene direction, my descriptions I know are so bad. The prose are so bad compared to when I look at a good screenplay. I pulled it up for Adventureland today. I'm like instantly, I'm just drawn to these descriptions. Just the descriptions are so good and clear, and I'm like, fuck, I have this person here and this person standing there, whatever. But not only that, Regis Philbin died today, 88 years old. I guess they said natural causes. So yeah, that was sad because even I wasn't watching his talk show a ton growing up, but I did watch him, and I saw him appear in other stuff and on talk shows and on Seinfeld. Remember that? So that's sad. And my mom loved him. My mom watched him a lot. She would talk about Regis, and anyway, he was so ubiquitous. Like, he was everywhere. Oh, I watched Who Wants to Be a Millionaire when I was a kid. Anyways, just wild. And I don't know if people remember he hosted that, because afterwards there were other hosts. I can't even remember who hosted it afterward, Meredith Vieira, or if the show's still going today. I don't know. And I don't really keep up with TV anymore. There's shows I've never even heard of people say are great. It's like great writing and stuff. I'm like, I've never heard of this. Maybe I should read the screenplays for those too. I'm just sticking to movies right now, but it would be interesting to read a screenplay to Breaking Bad or something. Or I know that show's finished, but anyways, so Regis Philbin died, and John Saxon died. Now, John Saxon was in a lot. He was 83. I don't know if he's made movies in the last few years. Maybe he has. But I know him, and a lot of people know him more from his old sort of B movies in a way. I mean, some of them were on Mystery Science Theater 3000. At least one was. I can't remember which one now. But I knew him from Mystery Science Theater 3000, and he was in Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee, and which Criterion, by the way, just put out a huge Bruce Lee DVD or Blu-ray collection of his films, so that's cool. I watched his movies when I was a kid, and his Chinese movies mostly. So one was The Big Boss, I think, and what was another one? Fists of Fury, I think. And it was kind of disturbing for me to watch as a kid, but I watched them over and over again. My dad would show them to me. Yeah, it's too bad that Regis Philbin died. I mean, just sad. He was so funny too, like naturally funny. It wasn't even like he was always being a comedian. I was watching this channel I watched that, it's like whenever somebody dies, this channel, Don Geiler or something, uploads footage of them from being on David Letterman. And so he uploaded some footage of Regis today on David Letterman, old stuff that was really funny, newer stuff, where he dressed up as Shrek and went on the show. I'm like, wow, I'm surprised Regis would ever get in all that makeup and wardrobe. Because, that's a lot of work, and I wouldn't necessarily expect a TV talk show host to do that, just because, it's a lot of work. It tries people's patience, and actors even have trouble with it, and it takes an actor with a lot of patience to do it. But anyways, and it was really funny. Yeah, one of a kind guy, and John Saxon died. That's unfortunate because, again, I saw his movies on Mystery Science Theater 3000 when I was growing up. So yeah, kind of B movies and stuff. He was in a lot of kung fu movies. I don't remember the names of the other or what even the plots. A lot of it blends together, you know. But I do remember Enter the Dragon. I have the DVD of that. I got in like 2004 or 5. And what else? Was there some other piece of news? I can't remember. That may have covered it. And I'm dissociating, but I'm getting better with that. I'm recovering more. It's like exposure to new things makes me dissociate. I get the strange taste in my mouth, the weird feeling in my leg, but it's like 5% of the strength that it was when I, had my relapse. And, oh yeah, and I'm losing weight. So I'm cutting way back on calories, barely ate today, not even feeling that hungry. I lost 12 pounds from my heaviest that I know of so far. Like, I didn't weigh myself regularly, so last time I weighed myself before yesterday was like in October or November, and I was like 207 pounds. And so now I'm 195. So that's good. So cutting back on my food works. It tells me, okay, I am cutting back enough. Now I got to keep it up. Yeah, losing weight's not really the hard part. It's the keeping it off. It's the most difficult part. I've lost weight before, and now I've gained it. So, and I just get stupid and foolish, psyching myself out from doing the things I need to do to lose weight. After my car crash, hopefully this doesn't block out too much light. That's fine. After my car crash last October, I couldn't really work out for a month at least. And so somehow, instead of thinking I need to be more strict about my diet, I psyched myself out into thinking, well, it doesn't really matter. My fitness doesn't matter now because I can't work out. My ribs were bruised and I couldn't lift weights. It hurt so bad, and I would re-injure my bruised ribs if I lifted weights. So yeah, somehow I psyched myself out and thinking, I don't have to pay attention to my diet now. And I wasn't even horrible about my diet. I just ate too much. So I do want to lose a lot of weight. At least another 40 pounds, actually. No, I don't want a van. This is a good car that I have. But yeah, that guy on the street, that was disturbing. Again, not to make it about me, but it's just really messed up that he would live like that. And I have no idea how this guy survives or how long he'll survive, And I've never been below 160 pounds or 159. I want to get below that this time because even at 159, I wanted to lose more weight. My doctor was like, he was this, like, I don't know. It was like my mom's mentality of, oh, you're all skin and bones. You need to gain weight. That's what he was like. He was like, you need to gain weight. Eat more bread and carbohydrates. I'm like, damn it. I know that I'm still above my ideal weight, and I even read that online. But I was like, okay, fine. It's hard to say no to him. So I got up to like 170, and I'm like, yeah, I hope it's all muscle, but it wasn't. I don't know how many burpees I do a day. I don't really count anymore, or I don't think I ever did. And lately I haven't been I don't know, I guess because I'm not eating as much. I don't know. It's been harder for me to get them out. I don't know how much I do a day. I mean, I know it's under like probably under 120. I'm really not sure. Like, I hate counting. I fucking get lost counting numbers so easily. I mean, when I try and count in my workout, it is the easiest thing for me to like just forget where I am and be like, oh shit, did I just skip 10 or something? I did pull-ups and dips today at the park. I've got one window not blocked up by cardboard so the sun can get in. And also, when I don't eat much, I gotta go to the bathroom so fucking much. The water goes right through me. It's not just I have to go, I have to drink a lot of water if I don't eat a lot. Because it's like, I don't know, the food helps slow down the water absorption. So it sucks when I'm at the park and it's like, God damn, I try and delay it. I've got to go to the bathroom every 30 minutes so bad. This peanut butter is sweet. Creamy, no stir. Trader Joe's. It's like literally sweet. And you know, of course, I'm also worried about when I was dealing with that homeless guy on the street. I'm like, man, I'm worried about, you know, this pandemic and if he's infected with it. You know, I'm probably fine, but it's really scary, you know, the effects of this disease that's out there. My hair's as long as it's ever been. I went to Griffith Park like twice, I think. 2 or 3 times. I haven't been there lately because I don't have money, and I went there before, I think, when I was already in the area, and I just wanted to hang out, but now I'm not in that area, and it costs money to drive everywhere. I gotta save gas money. Oh, I got hiccups. I gotta hold my breath. What am I thinking? I should disinfect my hands. Click like, everyone, helps the video out. I'm trying to push the dues, even though I'm tired right now. I push to do as many videos as I can and make them good. If I don't have something good to say, I won't do it. Well, it's a strong alcohol smell. Disinfect that fork. Oh, screw it. Throw it away. I'll use another fork. But do I know which spoon I put away? I don't know. Yes, I do know. Okay. I hate wasting plastic forks and spoons, but I can throw one of each away after I keep using them. I occasionally search for film work, but even that I'm kind of scared of getting. Because, you know, I'm scared of this pandemic, so it's really unfortunate. I did apply for something today. I'm pretty sure I didn't get it. Gonna slide into my sleeping bed. If you're just joining me, you missed the story of how I helped get like a, you know, really rough looking homeless guy off the street. I mean, literally off the street and onto the sidewalk. He was lying down in the road on like a 40-mile-per-hour road. It was like 30 minutes ago now, or 40 minutes ago. But he was lying next to his shopping cart full of his stuff, and so I just helped him, like he just crawled basically with holding on to the shopping cart. I don't know if he could walk, while I just pulled the shopping cart to guide him and then lifted it to pull it up this driveway so he could get onto the sidewalk. Guy couldn't even speak clearly. All right, drone nation, thanks. Man, I'm gonna be tired in the morning, but that's okay. I don't even like saying that actually, because I get over it once I get up, and then if I need to, I'll take a nap later. Even though that's hard, because I have so much energy. Oh, fuck. You know what, the other time I'll get hiccups for whatever reason. Sometimes when I eat cooked eggs, like, what do you call them? Just sunny side up or whatever, I don't know. Unscrambled eggs. I never learned any of those fucking names. Easy over, sunny side up. I don't know what the fuck all that is. Well, I think sunny side up I know, but fried eggs. When I would eat those, I would make them at my old house. I would get hiccups after eating eggs. I don't know why. It was really annoying how predictable it was. Click like, everyone, helps the video out. Need to keep this channel going during the pandemic. Hopefully I'll have a weight loss transformation for you within, I don't know, 2 months. I'm down 12 pounds from my heaviest. I weighed myself yesterday. Man, this sucks. It's a little too warm for the sleeping bag, so I may have to just sleep on top of it, put my blanket over me, and also put my water bottles for showering into the sleeping bag pressed against my legs. It's important that they be pressed against my legs so that they stay warm. If they slide out, it's going to be cool. All right. I gotta put up my last cardboard in the window. Good night.